Hey everyone, welcome to a Thursday edition of the Bolt Crew podcast. A couple days before the Super Bowl, Dave Pale, Josh Pele, Mario Heron talking Charger football, and of course getting ready for Super Bowl 59. 59. When you guys think of Super Bowls, number one, what's the first one you remember, and what is your favorite Super Bowl?
Oh, the first one I remember is my favorite Super Bowl. It's when the Raiders got their asses kicked in my hometown of San Diego against the Buccaneers, and Janet Jackson whipped her tit out. It was insane. I was at my uncle's house.
That
Oh,
wasn't
was that not the same one?
No,
Oh,
that
okay.
was. I think that was Eagles Patriots. I think was that one,
It's all a
or
blur to me.
or
But my
or
favorite Super
or
Bowl,
Panthers Patriots. I don't know.
yeah, no, my favorite moment's definitely the Raiders getting absolutely curb stomped by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and John Gruden. What about you, Mario?
God, favorite one. So I bet the Patriots to come back on the 28-3. I bet that. So that was one of the best throws of all time. So that's up there. My favorite play, I still think, is I actually just caught the audio of it yesterday. Hester's return of all season long. They've really struggled on special teams. And they kick it to Hester. And then he just goes. I mean, that will get a you know what going downstairs. So let's go.
Okay, so that was obviously the Colts Bears Super Bowl, right? You're talking about
Yeah, that was 06. The first one I remember is
that was
probably
boring as hell. I thought that Super Bowl was so goddamn boring to me. In the rain.
Yeah, I have a hot take about that one too. The
Okay.
Purple Rain Prince concert, I thought sucked. I wasn't.
Dude, I'm not a fan of
Really
that one
missed me.
either.
God,
I-
I love it that we're on the same page.
I don't mind Prince, and it's funny. I just saw a top 10 list of best halftime shows of all time, and that was number one.
They all have that number one. I don't get it. I think
don't
me and Dave definitely agree on the number one halftime show. Before we answer, Mario, what's your favorite halftime show?
Oh, it's the Dre, Dr.
Okay.
Dre. Yeah,
All
We're on the
three
same
of us on
page.
the same
yeah, we're all on the
page.
same wave. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it bothers
It's a
me
test.
when. Here's another one. This is going to make people upset when I say this too. Is Bruce Springsteen's halftime show is ranked way too high. Way too high.
When was he?
Dude, I didn't even remember. All I know it's like it's like number 8, and I'm like, I don't know. Look, I know according to my age, I guess I'm supposed to be a Bruce Springsteen fan. I'm not. I think he's an overrated artist. You know, I like the song "Glory Days." That's about it. That's about it. Kind of like, all right, boss of
all right.
what?
Yeah. Are you excited for Kendrick Lamar on Sunday?
You know, I'm not as big a Kendrick Lamar fan as a lot of people. You know, I know it's going to be big and everything else. I'm not a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. Josh's brother Jake was a huge Kendrick Lamar fan because he used to share the same. I don't know. He's in my goddamn iTunes account, and then when I'm looking through my music, why is there so much goddamn Kendrick Lamar on here? I don't remember downloading any of these. But yeah, I don't dislike Kendrick Lamar, but it's not one where I run out to go, "Hey, have you heard the new Kendrick Lamar song?"
I thought it was interesting that they're having a guy from Los Angeles in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. Like you heard Lil Wayne, who's from New Orleans, was super pissed that he didn't get it. I thought it was kind of interesting they chose Kendrick. Do you think there's any chance he wears a Justin Herbert jersey, Mario, just to rep his city?
That'd be such a random one that he would wear. He like whoops out and we're like, oh, what? Give me that prop market. Give me that bet. I was really riled too because like he was in the Dr. Dre one. Like he just did it. Really. You know, I wasn't know he wasn't the main guy, but that kind of. I have by the way, I have a lot of bets for Kendrick for a halftime show.
Do you really?
A lot.
All right, I didn't. Shoot, I don't know. I didn't look at the rundown. We were putting different prop bets in. I don't know if you put it in there, but I'm going to ask you guys. One of them I did not put in. I was going to ask you was, will Not Like Us be either the opening song or the last song? It was one of the bets that you could put in there.
Oh, Not Like Us. Ooh, I think it has to be the last song. I would choose it as the last song.
Well, you can bet, and it could be either one, as long as it's not in the middle. As long as you know what I mean, you win if it's the first one or the last one. But if it's in the middle, you'd lose if you bet that bet.
I think he middles it because he has the P word in it, and you can't say that. But the whole crowd's gonna chant it. You know, the certified lover boy, certified. You know, they're gonna say it.
Drake, man, terrible, terrible for him.
Terrible.
Drake should have done the halftime show by now. I'm a huge Drake fan.
Is he
I thought
down? Is Drake just turning it down? Is he turning it down because again he probably should have been offered it 10 years ago?
Maybe he's waiting for the CFL championship. He's from Toronto. I don't know. Yeah, he's waiting for that. Nah, I don't think he would turn it down. Maybe he would. I mean, I don't know Drake, but why would you turn down the Super Bowl halftime show? I feel like that's the biggest performance you could possibly do.
Agree. Bigger than performing at the Grammys. Biggest thing you could possibly do. Everybody's watching worldwide.
Oh,
how much money are you making off of the? Think about how many people run and download songs and go, I forgot they sang that song. And then they're going, oh, I love that song. I don't own it. And and you buy it. Like, why wouldn't you? Moneymaker.
Of course. I love the halftime show because the girls are all like, paying attention, even though they're not watching the game. And then and then right after the halftime show, everybody kind of has a conversation. Like, what did you think? Did you like that? Like, I just kind of like that, everybody kind of just analyzes the halftime show. It's pretty funny. But just to go back to what you said, I think the LA halftime show with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre was like by far the best one. The Prince one to me is completely overrated. I'm trying to think of some of the more recent ones. Obviously, Usher. You had Shakira. Yeah, I just feel like Dre killed it. Like, wasn't even close.
The Shakira was that middle school band. That's we gotta go back to middle school me. That was the love of my life, fellas. So Shakira will always hold a place in my heart. So I'll never knock her. The Rihanna one I remember where like she just didn't do anything. So she was pregnant. It's like that was tough for her. But like her whole performance is like dancing, the whole dance crew. But like she, I felt bad like watching it. Like she still did stuff. But I was like, oh, that has to stink because this is a Super Bowl. You want to go like all out, but when you're pregnant, you're like, oh, I can't really do much.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Rihanna is an outstanding artist. Got it. I think she's worth like $1 billion too. Because if you write songs, you obviously have more. And I guess she writes a lot of the songs. I'm a Dodger fan, and Rihanna dated Matt Kemp. She completely jinxed his entire season. Like I'll dislike her forever just for ruining Matt Kemp. Like she completely ruined him,
which she deserves.
Yeah. But she had a history of that. Remember of dating certain guys and they had really bad years. Do you remember that? Like Rihanna.
She kills everybody's career. She's with A$AP Rocky. He hasn't made any music. He used to be one of my favorite rappers.
Dude,
he doesn't do anything anymore.
Make a new song ASAP. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, god dang, man.
I thought The Weeknd sucked. I remember his was really bad because he had that screen where you're like, all right, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah,
that was a brutal one. I'm trying to think of who else. I thought Madonna was terrible. I remember that in 2012. I was just like, let's hang it up. Jesus Christ. Them and Red Hot Chili Peppers. I remember them came out. I was just like looking around the room going, is this doing anything for anyone? No? All right.
It's not like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I don't remember them doing the halftime. I don't know. It must have not stood out to me if that was awesome. That's pretty funny. So first Super Bowl, Mario, for you was Colts Bears. Or was that your first one or first one that you enjoyed?
That was just the most memorable play ever is the Hester thing. And then after that, I don't remember enjoying it because I talked so much crap and I bet all the janitors at my elementary school that the Bears were going to win. And then I had to go pay like $40 to all of them, which really sucked. The Super Bowl before that, the Steelers Seahawks is like the first one.
So many wrong things of what you just said, like things that should probably get you kicked out of school and get those guys fired.
Yeah. I mean, you should have seen the look on my mom's face when I was sick and she was going to her classroom. She was a teacher at the same school and all the janitors are waiting outside of class. And she goes, hey guys, like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, where's your son? We owe him $5. My mom was like, what's going on? She wasn't too happy about it. But
good God.
What was I going to say? Oh, no, I remember Seattle and Steelers. I remember that one.
Yeah, in Detroit.
The year before it. Yeah. I kind of remember Panthers. I don't really remember the Panthers Pats. I remember being at a party, but that's it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. It's a big game. It's a big event. That's why when you see a guy like some guys, will do anything to be in a Super Bowl. I mean, you're hearing stories about like Max Crosby today saying, I just want to win. I mean, sometimes, you get to the point in your career, you've made enough money, you've made a name for yourself. Your resume looks good. The only thing missing is have you won a Super Bowl and how big this game is. And for a guy like Cam Newton not to dive for a ball that's on the ground in Super Bowl 50 will always stand out to me. And then he doubled down last week when he said he much rather have an individual star career and leave his mark on the game. Okay, well, he left a mark in the game in my mind of a guy that's lazy and plays for himself than have a Super Bowl championship. It's such an insult to the fan base and this game that if I was the NFL, I would really encourage almost every media company. This is not what we want our sport to be about. I don't know why you guys would put this guy on camera. He's a disaster.
Just Cam Newton's opinions.
Cam Newton's opinions are insane. Everything about Cam Newton's insane. His hair is insane. His hat's insane. His tie is insane. Everything Cam Newton does to me, I can't understand. Not a fan. Did not help. He made a crazy decision of going to Auburn after being at Florida, all that stuff. And then he was the first NIL guy going. Let's be honest here. There's a lot of talk that his dad put him out on the market and said, let's go ahead and throw the money in. Allegedly. Okay. How much money can Mississippi State play? How much money can Auburn play? Do you remember Cam Newton was Tim Tebow's backup at Florida? I'm not a Cam Newton fan, but when he didn't dive for that ball in the Super Bowl that was just laying there on the ground, I was completely out on him. Completely out.
Yeah, they used to call him Scam Newton for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're going to talk about Cam Newton, I agree with you. His opinions are terrible. Like, it's honestly the worst ever. I
Ryan Hollins is like, what?
Yes, dude. Ryan Hollins, Cam Newton, the number of people they put on TV that just have horse crap opinions, like actually they're just terrible. Like anybody would look at this and say, this is a really bad opinion. They just put those guys on TV. It doesn't even matter if they're good. Like, why don't we put quality over quantity? They can just bring in anybody that has a bad opinion. Why can't you put on somebody that's smart? I hate what they have going on in TV nowadays. You can't watch any of these people. And they put on a lot of people that aren't athletes that want to tell you how players are playing. Why would I want to listen to somebody that's never played at all? Like, they just have way too many of those people on the TV. Here's another person that gives the worst opinions ever. Gilbert Arenas. Oh my God, dude. It's so bad. Everything he says is awful. And it's like, dude, no wonder you were the guy that scored 30 points and never won. You don't understand anything. I mean, who am I? I never played either. But these opinions, Mario, they drive me up a wall.
You know why they put him on? Nobody fights with him or lets him do his thing. I mean,
the
guy literally got kicked out of the league for carrying a gun. People are just afraid. Nobody wants to disagree. This guy's packing.
He has the sickest, one of the sickest names in all of sports. Agent
Hibachi?
Zero.
Oh, he was also Hibachi.
Oh.
He was Hibachi back in the day.
Was he really?
Yeah, his nickname was Hibachi because he got hot fast.
Wow,
I
like that.
I'm making that up. Yeah,
that's pretty sick. So he went 2 for 2 on the names. About 0 for, I don't know how many years he played in the league, but I'm going to guess 9. 0 for 9 on the rings, and then he's just 0 for every take he's ever had.
Okay, dude. Sorry to cut you off. RG3 for you guys saying it. Thank you. Holy hell, brother. What are we doing? Like, what is upstairs? I used to have a list on my phone of people I can't, like, if they're on my TV, I turn off the TV list. And RG3 and Cam Newton be on that list. Bad, man.
Mark Sanchez is on that list for me, too. I'm not a Mark Sanchez.
Really?
Oh, my God. Mark Sanchez shot himself in the foot throughout the season. Dave and I were watching the TV, and I'm going to mess up the guy's name. He goes, all right, let's go to he goes, I only trust the opinion of Gene Steratore, or whatever, the referee. And then his broadcast partner is like, well, he's on the other network, Mark. How about we go to our guy, the referee on our side? Like, he's just an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can already feel the anxiety of that producer who just got his phone just started blowing up from his boss. You know what I mean?
And if I'm the producer, I'm like, not my fault. I'm not the one that hired him. You guys hired him.
Yeah.
You know, Aaron says Rex Ryan. I'm with you on Rex too. Rex going on TV and guaranteeing that he has a job was insane.
That was nuts.
That was
so bad.
awesome.
I also still love Shannon Sharp though. I still love him.
Skip Bayless is another one for me. Horrible.
Yeah, can't stand Skip.
I don't think we'll ever see him on TV again unless you go to his like YouTube. I think his career's done.
He has non-football CTE.
He does box, right? I think he boxes.
Yeah, he's sparring with what? The wall?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's an idiot.
He lost to the wall. He lost. Do you know how you did the bag? The bag, like
the speed bag. Dude,
yeah.
I love the fact that everyone's throwing their opinions in there. That's funny.
Yeah, I love this.
I did too. David Carr sucks. I love it. Even if you said you liked somebody, someone will tell you why that person sucks. I don't know. Certain people they just rub you the wrong way. They just like, I can't stand that person. You know what I mean? I just can't stand.
Does Joy Taylor rub you the wrong way?
Yeah. Never had the opportunity. I'm one of the
God,
few. I'm one of the few. Yeah.
layup. How about it was Cam Newton, right? That did the. What did he try to? He tried to connect their situation to a situation going on in sports.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys
Joy
saw that?
Taylor and Mark Andrews.
Oh yeah, he threw.
Oh
he went
yeah,
after-
that's what it was. It was
Yeah.
like what a pull. I
And it was a
mean,
dude on another network, just out of nowhere. Like holy cow, man! That was. You would
ESPN
think
has to
that
pull
would have
the
been
plug
Cam
on
Newton's
that.
last day. Wouldn't you have guessed it would have been his last day?
His last day should have been the first day. Like, how does ESPN not pull the plug on this? It's like a clown show when he goes on TV. Like, what is he going to say today? You can't, like, honestly, if you want to be a respectable organization, which ESPN used to be, you can't put guys like Cam Newton on there. Like, literally, he's just talking out of his ass. It's like a butthole talking on TV. It makes no sense. Anything he says.
All right. Let me go back to Super Bowl stuff real quick to you because it's supposed to be a Super Bowl show. Now we're just losing our mind on announcers.
now we're just
So,
making fun
so
of the industry.
how many Super Bowls have you watched? In Mario's case, how many have you bet on and you're all in on the money purpose? But how many have you watched that you go, man, that was great? Or how many have you watched where you were devastated at the end? Any of them that you've watched where you're just going, I'm like I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I don't want to answer the phone. That the losses hurt.
My team's never made it. What are you talking about? How did the
Well,
losses hurt?
not while you were alive. Yes. When the Chargers, okay, I'll give you guys an example since we're talking Chargers. This is a Chargers show. I'm in San Diego right now. Chargers obviously were in San Diego when they made a run 2 years earlier in the '92 season. Okay, the Chargers started off like 0-4. Bobby Ross was the coach. Comes in from Georgia Tech. They hire a college coach. They go 0-4, and then they go on this crazy run. Okay, and they just win and win and win. Make the postseason, they fall short and they lose in the playoffs, and then the next year not so good, but then the following year, boom, they make this run and they're going to the Super Bowl. This city for 2 weeks was insane Charger stuff. Like everywhere you went, there were bolts everywhere. You know, people had it on the back of their trucks, they had it on their hat. Everyone had Charger stuff, and it was a crazy football town. Like probably what's going on in Philadelphia right now. Kansas City's like, we do this every year, you know. But for Philadelphia, who I understand Philadelphia was there a couple years ago, but Philadelphia sports fans are a whole nother level. It was all in. And then, you know, everyone's talking about it. The news is leading with it. Newspapers, everything, when newspapers were a thing. And all of a sudden the game starts. And guys, the game was over on play 3. I mean, no joke. Play 3. Jerry Rice runs a slant right down the middle of the field and goes right by Darren Carrington and Stan Jefferson. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, that's it. It's over. And it never stopped. I think Steve Young threw 6 touchdown passes. It was a crazy blowout win for the Niners. And all that stuff, all the hype for 2 weeks, people were just devastated. And the fact that the team's never been back since is the craziest damn thing. You know, even years when Josh always brings up the stat, which to me is one of the most amazing stats, to lead the NFL in offense and lead the NFL in defense in the same year and not make the postseason is the craziest stat of all time.
Yeah, only the Chargers or Lions could pull that off. Like that's just insane. To go, obviously, I wasn't watching the Super Bowl, the one that you just talked about. The most devastating to me is Marlon McCree, and I know that's not the Super Bowl, but that was the best Chargers team any of us have seen in a long time. And then you got this guy makes a selfish play of running the ball back on the interception. I mean, that's the most devastated. That's the only time I've ever cried as a Charger fan. I mean, I cry all the time on the inside, but I cried on the outside that time. And I just couldn't believe it. Like if everybody remembers those Chargers teams, there was like 10 Pro Bowl caliber players on every level of the offense and the defense. And then you have this guy, Marlon McCree, that just fumbles the ball right back to Brady. And we didn't even make it to the AFC Championship. It was insane, but it was the most Chargers situation of all time. That's the most heartbroken I've ever been for an NFL game.
I had so much, and I mean so much money on the Pats to beat the Eagles when they lost to, why am I blanking on his name? Nick Foles.
Nick Foles in the game in Minnesota.
I was so cocky and so confident that the Pats were going to win. I sat in a room full of Philadelphia fans, and I thought, I'm gonna fight my way out of here. I'm gonna be the devil. Holy hell, did that backfire? That was one of the worst nights of my life. And the whole time I was just confident. I'm like, it doesn't matter what you guys do. The Pats are going to win this game. And I was a little overserved at the moment. And my mouth was not stop moving. And when that didn't hit, a part of me died a little bit because I could not go out for a very long time. It was a month straight of staying in.
That's funny. It's look, we've spoken about this before on the show, but they got to move the game to Saturday night. It's the most ridiculous thing that the Super Bowl's on a Sunday night when people are just getting hammered, and if you aren't getting hammered, you might be in Mario's situation where you can't show your face in public. I mean, what are you supposed to do? They always say in coaching, don't talk to a coach until 48 hours later where everybody's at a cooling off period. Like, it's not enough time, especially if you're on the East Coast. And you're like for us, Mario, the Super Bowl always starts at 3:30, on the West Coast.
So nice.
And for you guys, dude, you're getting hammered and then maybe getting a few hours sleep, and then you're going to work the next day. Like, half the people on the East Coast are still driving to work drunk. Like, what the hell's going on? Why don't they just put the game on Saturday night? Big damn deal.
2 days with 2 federal holidays right now. The day after the Super Bowl and Major League Baseball opening day.
Agree.
Right? Those days should be mandatory holidays, especially the day after the Super Bowl. Everybody's getting drunk. Everybody. It's like on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, everybody's getting hammered. Like, why would anybody go to work on that day? Like, I'm going to get effed up tonight. Like, everybody, right? And then the day after the Super Bowl, everybody's hungover. You're not going to get your best performance. And the Major League Baseball day is because we love America and we deserve that day off. But, like, we can give back a couple holidays. There's a few holidays out there where I'm like, I got the day off today for this.
Yeah.
I go on Google, do a little search. All right, that's fine. I'll take it. But let's swap. Let's do a couple pick swaps.
Ooh, let's trade President's Day for like Super Bowl the day after the Super Bowl. I think that's a fair trade. Because who cares about the presidents, man? You guys get enough.
It's about to be the same weekend because they're going to go to an 18-game schedule. It's going to end up being the same damn weekend anyway. It's going to fall on it. We're about a week away.
Yeah.
That's where we'll end up going.
Underrated food day is also the Super Bowl. I mean, that's I don't know about you guys, but that's, let's sit down and let's have some food.
What's your food of choice? Super Bowl right here. What's your food of choice? In the chat, go ahead, write it in as well. What's your food of choice for the Super Bowl?
That's a great question. You go first. What do you got?
Mario, go
Who
ahead.
are you saying that? Oh, me. I'm not very picky. I just need finger food. I just need something because I'm eating, I'm talking, and I'm betting. So I gotta be stimulated the whole time. So probably wings because I'm just popping and moving, pop and weave, boys.
All right, I'm gonna go pizza. Pizza's mine. Okay, I love my favorite food. And then Dave, I already know what his is gonna be. He's a big nachos guy. Big nachos guy. Am I right?
The nachos, but I also like the guy. Hold on, but I also like the French onion dip. I like the chips with the
Underrated.
French onion dip.
Underrated, dude. I love me a good French onion dip.
It's a good call.
7-layer dip by Matthew. Yep, nachos, pizza, chip salsa, sliders.
Oh, that's
pork
good.
sliders.
I'll eat
Yeah,
any
that's
of
good
that. All that stuff you aren't supposed to eat on a regular basis that will eventually kill you. But all the stuff that takes you back to your 12-year-old palate, I'm all in.
Oh, so the Super Bowl last year, I went to my best friend's house back in Chicago, and his fiance, well, not wife, she loves to cook. And dude, I'm talking Kobe. I was Kobe, 81 points. He was Wilt Chamberlain, putting up 100 points. I mean, it was some historical days of eating. We did a 24-hour fast right before. We sauna for 40 minutes. We lifted. We're like, dude, let's have ourselves a day. And we just got fat for 4 hours. I pooped for 3 days straight, dude. Just fluid coming out.
You always take the story one step too far. Just one step. You could have stopped it right there.
What are you gonna do?
Wee Hannon says fried pickles. Let me tell you, fried pickles will sneak up on you. Here's the deal: fried pickles always looks good. I order them all the time, but man, when you bite into them, you never know when they cool down on the inside. It give you a hell of a burn. You could bite into a fried pickle and burn the hell out of yourself. You never know what the temperature is on the inside of that pickle. But that's it. It's funny. Here's a movie. Talk about your 12-year-old palate. I don't know about you guys, but if you ever go anywhere and you'll see on the menu and it will be mozzarella sticks, and you're like, dude, I really want those. But if I order them at the table, I look like a little kid. Like, what's wrong with you? People are going to look at you and lose complete faith in you being a man. I'm like, dude, really? How old are you? You're going to order mozzarella sticks? But every time I really want them. and they're always way overpriced. I mean, we all know how much a thing of string cheese costs. What the hell is this? What's this $12.99 for 4 mozzarella sticks, right? And then the sauce they give you is not even like high quality sauce. It's like just Prego in a little thing. But every single time I want them, but I don't order because I'm with people that I think will think badly of me or talk s about me when they're in their car driving home. What's to do with that
That's
guy
not as
ordering
bad.
mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, that's not as bad if you were like, yeah, can I get some chicken nuggets? People are like, what? You chicken nuggets? Chicken
Yeah.
Dinosaur nuggets.
It's,
yeah, dinosaur nuggets. Can I get the grilled cheese?
can I get the SpongeBob chicken nuggets? That's the other trap I have that for mozzarella sticks is pretzels, like a soft pretzel, dude. Murder soft pretzels. Every time I'm at the movie theater, soft pretzel with cheese, biggest popcorn they got, large Diet Coke. See you later.
Sounds amazing.
I
Tim,
might
you
do
brought
that
on
too.
your barbecue bacon onion dip. I've never had barbecue bacon onion dip before.
That's
Me
too
either.
much
You guys had
going
that?
on. That's way too much. Way too much going on.
I only like barbecue sauce with stuff that's barbecued. Does that make sense? Like I hate barbecue pizza, I hate all that stuff.
Dude, yep. Go ahead, Josh.
Barbecue pizza sucks. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that's
That's
how
all
I
you had to
that's how I swing on someone is barbecue pizza. When people are like, let's get pizza, let's get barbecue. They have good barbecue pizza. Why don't you shut the hell up? How about that? You know. So how about you have a
Yeah,
little
gross.
knuckle sandwich for dinner?
By the way, the grilled cheese, Josh said it. B. Hannon says it. Grilled cheese sandwich is underrated if someone knows how to make it. The grilled cheese
Yeah,
sandwich
you
is-
can't
is-
order it
is-
at the restaurant, is what I'm saying. Inside your
no, you
house,
can't.
anything
Yeah.
goes, right?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's funny. All right, you guys want to get to some of these props?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm
let's
just
do it.
All right.
hungry.
So everybody's hungry right now. All right, so we got to know what is the deal here? Are these props worth 1 each, 2 each? What are we doing here?
How many do we have? How many props are there?
I haven't looked if Mario added any. Mario, did you add any?
Okay, so I just picked. Let me count. 5 that I'm betting. That's how I saw it. Like we each had to pick 5 that we were betting. So I picked 5 that I have.
No, that's not what I wanted at all. No, I want
what are we
five that
doing
you're
here?
betting. We're doing Super Bowl picks. Here we go, prop bets. So here we go. I added like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're 14.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, one
They're
each.
four-
They're 1 point each.
Okay, 1 point each. Except for the game. We got to go higher for the game.
Game's
Okay.
5.
5.
Let's
Yeah,
go high.
game's 5.
Okay. That's it.
We'll
So
do that at
everything
the
else
end.
is 1 point each. So I'll give you the deal right now is Mario has 159 wins, 135 losses. I'm 148 and 146. Josh is 144 and 150. So there's a chance of a change, at least between Josh and me, and who's going to pay the price on Tuesday. Okay. So Mario, you're probably pretty safe unless we just go opposite of you all the way through. Okay.
Okay, I'm
You guys
looking at
under,
you. So these are all the prop bets. The ones that you put in, we're all gonna take the over or under on.
yeah, you have to. Yeah, exactly right. Basically, that's it. Okay. You guys
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
I mean, some
All
of
right.
these bets are just unreally stupid.
Well, then, hey, why don't you sit out then? Okay, we'll just give you an automatic loss. You can sit
I
out.
just wanted to get you going.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's like a freaking first grader pick these. Remember when I hit puberty and saw a sports book for the first time?
Sorry, I think I'm the
Christ.
only one that put effort into today's show, but that's all right. We'll just leave it right there. Good
I
God.
got 7 bets. I did research.
So, yeah,
I
but
didn't do
you
anything.
did 7 bets because you're a degenerate for your own personal use. What about the show? Good
That's
God.
what I thought. That's what we're doing. Josh, did you not think it was 5 picks?
I didn't do anything, so I can't have an opinion. I
Oh.
I did nothing. Yeah. I'm out of this one.
I like how the one guy it's like walking into someone's house and goes, "What's for dinner?" And you go and you know what? We're having chicken. Chicken sucks. Well, you didn't make anything, so leave. Good God.
I
Got a big mouth for someone that did nothing.
You
Damn
still
it.
dipping?
I did. Mario's driving me crazy. I'm
I
punching
can't believe you're
somebody.
still a dipping mid-show right now.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
the
gonna
other
affect
day.
your voice.
What
I
are you,
do it
Mark
all the
Teixeira?
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
people see me do it all the time. Dude, yeah, I gotta tell you a funny ass story.
It's a healthy
So every
habit.
morning I walk at 6 o'clock with my neighbor. All right, been doing it since 2020. We walk all the time. Usually there are 2 of us, but it was just one of us yesterday. And I walk outside, I shut the door, tell my wife, I'll see you in an hour. Walk out. And then I walk back in and she goes, "You forget something?" And I thought I shut the door behind me, but I didn't shut the door behind me when I walked back in. And I need to grab some tobacco. If I don't grab any tobacco, I'm going to end up killing Sean at some point during this walk. I walk back out. He goes, "What?" I go, "What? Because you just say you're going to end up killing me unless you took some put a dip in." I go, "It's not your fault, Sean. It's whoever's with me. It wasn't directed directly at you. It just sounded bad. Like, Sean's not coming back from this walk just because he'd say something that pissed me off during the walk." So I had to apologize yesterday because I didn't shut the door all the way and you heard me insult him. So again, yeah, Mario got me a little steamed right there. So here we go. You guys ready now? I'm not even going to ask if we're ready. We're just going to start.
Yeah,
Good
go
God.
ahead. Good job.
All right, we're gonna go up from least important to most important. All right. Taylor Swift will be shown during the national anthem. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say no. Okay. You guys both say yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. The national anthem will last more than 2 minutes. Now, here's the deal. Everybody's already done research on this. This guy has sung the national anthem before, and he has been at 2 minutes every single time. The more than 2 minutes.
Okay, and the more.
Okay.
Who's even singing? Is who singing it?
I don't even know who it is.
John Basti.
Oh, Baptiste or whatever. He's
Baptiste?
super
Yeah.
famous in New Orleans. Yeah.
Oh, is he really?
Mhm.
Yeah,
a
this
little
guy's
didn't get that either.
Lil Wayne can't sing. Was he going to auto tune it?
dude. Yeah, have you heard "How to Love"? That song. That's his singing. It's not great.
Someone asked me this question today. Who's the greatest athlete of all time, but also the ugliest, greatest athlete of all time was the question.
Ooh, could Sam Cassell dunk?
Oh, geez.
Wait, there's a
Pete
good
Rose
answer
was
to
the
this.
first one on the top of my head, but
The best ugly
if this
athlete
was
of all
regular
time?
radio, we wouldn't be allowed to even ask this question. You're not
Yeah,
allowed
we
to do
make
that
the
anymore,
rules.
but
Yeah, obviously.
we make the rules.
Please advertise with us.
Oh God, this comment.
I don't know. Actually, I'm like blanking. I think everyone's beautiful in their own way.
I used to always say, yeah, Willie McGee wasn't the greatest.
Wow,
Paul,
Anthony Davis.
Paul-
Actually, that probably takes a yeah. It's pretty good.
Paul McKeskey was the ugliest guy when I was a kid that was a pro athlete.
Who's the hottest?
Who's the best
What a
looking
play.
athlete? Dude,
Yeah.
I saw Jimmy Garoppolo in person one time. I was like, that's a good looking cat right there.
Bro, he is. Yeah. I mean,
He's a little
What
excited.
were
there,
you to
Steve.
say? Yeah, you stopped mid sentence.
yeah. Let's move on. We got like 80,000 dumb bets from Dave Palais. Let's move on.
That was maybe my favorite part we've ever done in the show, right there.
Reggie Bush. All right, we'll move on.
All right, good. All right, here we go.
Good-looking
So we all
cat,
say
yeah.
yes on the national anthem going over 2 minutes. First play of the game will be a run. It depends
Oh,
who
if
has
it's
the ball, right?
Yeah, the Eagles have to run. I'd say both teams run it. I go yes.
coin
Yeah,
flip.
because I think the Chiefs have to at least try to run the football to start.
All right, I'm gonna go no. Okay, I'm gonna go different than you guys. I'm gonna go no. Here we go. One of the teams will hold a lead of at least 14 points during the game.
No.
No.
Okay, we all said no. God dang it. All right. AJ Brown will score a touchdown anytime in this game. I'll say yes.
I'll say no.
Yes.
You say yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Xavier Worthy will score an anytime touchdown.
Yes.
You're gonna
I'm gonna go opposite of Josh then on this one. I'm gonna go no.
You're gonna want to hit me in the face here, but just hear me out. I feel like with Worthy, if it's a yes and you get it, that should be more points because the odds of him doing that is not like 50-50. You know what I mean?
If this was Vegas, you would, but this isn't Vegas.
Okay. Fair point. Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go no for Worthy.
Okay, you say no. Okay. Here we go. Dallas Goedert, 51.5 receiving yards.
Lower.
You go lower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave.
God dang it.
He just wants
I'm
to
gonna go.
opposite as me.
What did you say?
You just want to go opposite as me.
I know, but I'm not on this one. This one I'm gonna say with you. I'll say no. I'll say no as well. What do you say, Mario?
Chiefs kind of struggle against tight ends. He's like a really popular bet, by the way.
Is
Wait,
it?
you just changed. Is it over or under? I'm sorry.
It's over. I wrote it under wrong on this. I didn't realize you're following the sheet. He'll
Okay.
go over 51.5 receiving yards.
It has a lot of receiving yards. I'll go up because it's really popular and always fade the public. I would go no.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go opposite Josh. Josh, you said no, right?
hmm
I'll say yes. All right, DeAndre Hopkins over 11.5 receiving yards. I will say yes.
11.5.
That's it.
I'm gonna bet on that. Yeah,
Okay.
over.
You say Mario.
Yes, and I actually think he gets in the end zone. I think he's
Okay.
going to get some targets.
Jalen Carter will record a sack.
He's pretty sick. He has food poisoning. I'm gonna say no.
Okay, I'm gonna go yes on this one. What do you got, Mario?
I'm going to go no because I think Mahomes is going to escape the pocket a lot, and I actually really like his rushing yards.
Okay,
I think he's
I'm
gonna run
going.
the ball.
Do you remember the last time they played that? And we've spoken about this before, how the field was all jacked up in Arizona and they couldn't get to the quarterback. Everyone was slipping all the time. I think that the Eagles actually they come after Mahomes. They get him a few times in this one. I'll go yes on Jalen Carter. Devontae Smith will have more than 50 receiving yards. I'm gonna say yes.
I think yes, because they're gonna put the main guy on AJ Brown.
Yeah, yeah, I could see it.
He always plays really big in big games.
Big games.
Like
does.
Exactly.
he scored the game-winning touchdown his freshman year, and then he went insane against Ohio State in the national championship. He always balls out in the championship games.
Agree. All right, Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. When I'm all thrown off in my head, will both score TDs in this game. Hurts and
Yes.
Barkley will both score TDs.
Yes.
What do you say, Mario?
So someone was actually talking about betting this yesterday. I think it was like plus 120. You can get that at like either to score. You don't have to have both, just either, which I think is a really smart bet. So if people are out there, go ahead and take it at BetMGM. I like this a lot. I also might take Hurts Octopus, which is when you score and then you also score on the 2-point conversion.
Really? Okay. Never heard of
Maybe.
that before.
Now you have.
All right. So that being said, Jalen Hurts will score a rushing TD in this game.
That has to be a lock, right?
I go yes.
Yeah, because you have the touch push.
Okay. Next one up here for you. Jalen Hurts will throw for under 211.5 passing yards.
Yes.
No.
You think he goes over?
I think he goes over. I think they might get behind in this game. And when they get behind, they'll have to throw more. And Spags is
Okay.
going to do everything he can to take away Barkley.
I'm going to go under on this one. Okay. Here's a big one here. Barkley will run for over 110.5 rushing yards. 110.5 rushing yards.
I'm gonna go under.
Under.
All right, then I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go opposite of you guys. Okay, on this one then. All right, Isaiah Pacheco, 20.5 rushing yards.
Over.
I'll go over too. Mario.
Under.
Okay. Eagles will score a total of 23 points. Will score more than a total of 23 points.
Under.
I'm gonna go under also.
I'm gonna go over. Okay, going over. All right. This thing's gonna matter, man, by the time this thing comes out for Tuesday's payoff. All right, over under 49 points in this game.
Under.
Going
Under.
over. Mario.
Under, and if you want to bet the over, take it now. If you want to bet the under, literally wait until the kicker is putting it on the holder to kick off. Because I think that number is just going to go more up.
Okay, I'm going over on the 49. All right, final question. Chiefs are favored by 1.5.
Oh, God dang it. I feel because I think they're going to win by 1 point. I'll just go over.
Okay. I'm picking the Eagles. I told you guys.
When the Chiefs have big spreads, you fade them. When they have tiny spreads, you take them. I think the Chiefs are going to win by more than 1 point easy. I think they win this game by a field goal to a touchdown. I think that's how they do this.
You guys want to put 5 points on Super Bowl MVP? If you get it, you get 5 points.
Yeah, I like that. But if you miss it, you don't lose any points.
You don't
right?
get.
Yeah, you
get
don't lose
anything.
anything. Okay. How about
All right.
ready for this
What?
pivot? We each get a novelty prop, and that's 10 points.
What's the
What does
novelty
that mean?
prop?
Like a novelty prop's like Kendrick Lamar to wear a red shirt when he walks out, like something like that. Like it's an obscured prop.
Like Tom Brady's color of his tie.
Yeah.
I got one.
Okay.
All right, let's pick the MVP first before we do that.
Okay.
I'm going Eagles. I'm going Jalen Hurts wins MVP.
I'll just go Mahomes.
I'm gonna go Travis Kelce.
Wow.
He gets MVP. Taylor Swift
tired.
comes down from the box. They're making out. He pulls out a ring pop. He proposed to her. Ring pop's red. She announces she's pregnant. They say
Oh.
they're going to Disney World. You know.
Yeah.
God.
Then Jason's behind him. He's like
Are you
naked.
playing with Barbies
celebrating.
and stuff? Like, what's going on? What's going on in
I
that
don't know.
apartment of yours?
I was just it's lonely.
Good God. Played this thing out for a long time. All right. So do we all throw up a prop bet? Is that what we're doing here?
I got one. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Mine will be color of Tom Brady's tie. All right.
What do you got?
I'm gonna go blue.
You writing this all down?
I'm doing it. I'm not even looking at you guys. You guys are blacked out on my screen. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go color of the Gatorade, and I'm gonna go yellow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Mad City to be the first song played by Kendrick Lamar.
That's such a good call. Such a
Thank
good call.
you. Thank you. Dude, I'm telling you that hearing that, yeah, that'd be the first song. It's perfect. People think it's all gonna be like squabble up with a new song. No, you start with the banger. You start with the classics.
I agree, 100%. And then you build up to the newest stuff at the end. I agree with you.
Exactly. You don't start with what they want. You make them wait for it.
I'm feeling this is what you do in your social life.
All right. We got some chats we're going to get to here. All right. First one comes from AK 999. Thank you, AK. He says, put yourself in Ortiz's shoes. Herbert becomes the 7th quarterback to win MVP and Super Bowl in the same season. Are you nervous or excited? What is the extension will look like after this? Go Eagles. They're going to win 27-23. Wow. Super Bowl or win the MVP and the Super Bowl in the same season for Justin Herbert. It'd be amazing. I mean, Chargers have never won Super Bowl, so I'd rather have that. But if he wins the MVP, it'd be great too. I don't think he's going to do it, AK. I'm sorry. I don't think he has the receivers around him yet to do that, but I'd be on cloud 9.
Yep. Spelling took a dip this week, AK. Let's get back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I mean, hell, that'd be great. I'd love to see the Chargers in this game and win this game. I still say it's better not to make the Super Bowl than to make the Super Bowl and lose it. To lose a Super Bowl,
I hate that you say that. I hate when
That's
you
such
say
a
that.
better
bad
to
take.
lose an
You're the
AFC
guy-
I
championship
hate
game.
that.
I hate that. You're the
Losing
guy
a
that
Super
says
Bowl
if you don't
is
make goals, you never
devastating.
fail. If you never write down your goals, you never fail. You're that guy.
I never have said that one time. Like
You
I've
just
never
said it
said
right
that.
now. If you don't make the Super
No,
Bowl, you didn't have a
it's-
disappointment.
No, my point is a Super Bowl loss is devastating. There's a hangover from a Super Bowl loss. It's bad.
I'll take it. I'll take a Super Bowl. I've never got there, so I just want to see what it feels like to get
Dude.
kicked in the nuts.
The thrill of 2 weeks of the hope that you're gonna win is everything you'd want and more. I would take a Super Bowl loss any day.
It's awful, dude. It's awful. I'm telling you.
You're-
All right.
you're a
As a
Dodger
people that
Laker
lived it,
fan.
we know. We
What's
still
the
talk
worst-
about it all the time. Charger fans,
the-
this is bad to say. Charger fans talk about the disaster in the Super Bowl against the Niners the way New York people talk about their disaster. It was that devastating for this city. It was awful. We still talk about it. It's awful.
What's the worst championship loss you've ever experienced?
For me,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
you're
If
gonna
anything
I'm gonna
like-
say Lakers Celtics.
That had to be
Yeah.
brutal.
84 Lakers Celtics sucked for me because the Lakers were the better team and we gave the series away. Threw a ball away twice, and then 89 Lakers sucked because we were awesome. We didn't lose one playoff game, and then before the first game, Byron Scott rips his hamstring, can't play, and then the next game, Magic rips his hamstring and he can't play. Then we get swept by the Pistons. That sucked.
How about 2017 Astros where they cheated?
Dude, that's the worst. That's the worst. I'm still pissed.
Allegedly.
I'll be pissed to the day I die. Yeah. I coached in
Yeah.
the city championship game this past year, and it didn't bother me as much losing that game 2-0 as it did the Dodgers losing. Yeah.
Did what about because we're all UNC fans? The Chris Jenkins
shot?
shot.
That was
Oh, that
terrible. I
really
was in
pissed me off.
college when that happened. I was pissed.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, that was
yeah.
bad.
I was super mad.
That hurt. People forget the shot by Marcus Page before it was
Amazing.
more
Awesome.
impressive. Was an amazing shot.
Yeah.
God, that team was so good.
All right, Matthew Dahl says Locked On Chargers podcast talked to Henley on the show, and he said that he's talking to two players that come on the team. One of them is more interested. That doesn't mean anything. Like I
I don't
mean,
even know what that means.
yeah,
I
that's,
have
I
no
mean,
idea what that
Matthew's
means
great.
either.
He loved Matthew, but like that doesn't mean anything. Like I could be talking to Sydney Sweeney, doesn't mean she's going to be dating me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean anything.
What?
So I don't get that.
If you had names right there, Matthew, I'd be like, all right, that's good information. There's no names.
This was just a
And
very
does
funny
Henley,
comment.
does Henley have
Just-
the power
it's
to
just
talk to
dumb.
anybody, to talk anyone into joining a team? Like,
What
is
do
he
you
that guy? You know?
No, not really.
It's like, lose my number. Why are you calling me? And who gave this to you?
Like we like him, but he's not like a superstar
Yeah.
player like that.
Yeah.
All right, next
All right,
one
Matthew.
comes from. Sorry, Matthew.
You completely tickled our ass with a feather and you gave us nothing. That pisses me off.
Richie Farley,
Thank you for the
$2.
$4.99.
Gates better be voted into the Hall of Fame tonight. I know Dave has
Okay.
an opinion.
Or what? Is that a threat? Look, here's the deal, Richie. Okay. And man, I covered the Chargers throughout Gates' entire career. And hats off to Doug Flutie, by the way, because Doug Flutie, I remember when Gates came out from Kent State, here's this guy who's an undrafted basketball player. Very first practice, he goes, this guy's going to be a star. And man, sure enough, I mean, Hall of Fame career, just absolutely outstanding player. Look, he has had a Hall of Fame career and he should have gone in last year. He's not in because he cheated. Do you understand? He got caught with PEDs. He served a 4-game suspension. Okay, that's why he got punished last year, and he might get punished again this year. Rodney Harrison's not in the Hall of Fame for the same reason. Sorry, but it's frowned upon in this sport and most sports to be involved in performance-enhancing drugs, and then to go, we're going to honor you with the biggest honor of going to the Hall of Fame. Dude, I hope he gets in. Number 85 was awesome. He was always open. I don't know how he did it, but he was always open no matter what. You could watch him and go, Rivers is going to him, and nobody could do anything about it. He was great. But when he had to serve that 4-game suspension, that right there has hurt him as far as going into Canton on year 1. I hope he goes in now. But man, I don't know what to say. I mean, it pisses me off that he would go that route. That's where I'm at right now on that. And I hate the phrase, if you aren't cheating, you aren't trying. I think that's the worst phrase you could ever say to a kid, by the way. It's just ridiculous. It's not a person that respects you when they hear that.
I mean, there's nothing much to say besides that. I don't know. I mean, if he gets in tonight, I'll be ecstatic. But if he doesn't get in, I understand why. I mean,
All right, let me ask you guys.
PDs.
All right, I goofed on Cam Newton. Would you rather win a Super Bowl or go to the Hall of Fame?
Hall of
Super
Fame.
Bowl.
Hall of
Super
Fame.
Bowl.
Would it,
Good.
Hall of Fame. It's a Hall of Fame, dude. You say Hall of Fame, Josh. Mario, you say Super Bowl. The reason I say that, Mario, if you go in the Hall of Fame in anything, that means you live forever. You know what I mean? You die, but your bust is still there. You live forever. People go into that Hall of Fame and that you live forever. You know how many scrubs are on championship teams?
Yeah, but like you have the ring. You say that you did it. That's what I would care about. It's like, oh, I have the ring. I can say like I was a champion. I was like one of the best. Like to just be in the Hall of Fame, you give a sappy speech one day. You're given a jacket and a high five.
Would you rather be Charles Barkley or Steve Paxson? John Paxson.
John
John
Paxson.
Paxson.
Dude, John Paxson.
Yeah.
Dude, that is the craziest thing ever.
You get, dude. How he won 3, right? Because I don't think he was on the second half. But
No, he
I
wasn't.
don't know what half he was on.
First
First
half.
half.
First half. Yeah, I'd be Paxson. Because also,
Really?
when you do that in Chicago, you're a legend in Chicago forever. It's like everywhere he goes, like that's John Paxson.
I mean, everywhere
yeah,
Charles Barkley goes, you say that's Charles Barkley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
And then I give him the bird with my ring.
I used to have this conversation with Tony Gwynn. Used to say that I've changed all my batting titles for a World Series ring. He won 8 of them, and I go, well, your brother Chris has one. He got one from the Dodgers. You want his career? Would you change careers with your brother? He's like, I want to change careers with my brother. Of course you wouldn't. You know what I mean? Let's be honest here. Yeah, you really want to win. You want it all. You want the individual success and you want the team success. But to be in the Hall of Fame, you live forever. I don't know. For me, I'd pick the Hall of Fame. And go ahead. I'll say my rant for later. We'll stay on the same topic on my rant. Go ahead.
Okay. He says, Mike G, $5 says, what do you guys think of Burrow taking a pay cut to keep T. Higgins? I feel like Herbert wouldn't do that. I feel like Herbert would do that. And I think it's a genius idea by Joe Burrow. It's the Tom Brady move. And if Justin Herbert doesn't win, he should do that. Right? That's the move.
But this also isn't accurate. That didn't happen, by the way.
Okay,
So
we're just
here's-
making things up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Mike-
as soon as I saw a comment, I googled it. I was like, because I was like, there's no way that's true.
Did he
already
offer
signed
to
an
take a pay
extension.
cut?
No, he already signed an extension too. So like that would be a whole different process. I don't even know. Like he's on like the first year of it. So yeah,
used
that
to
part's
love-
not true.
When Tom Brady would restructure his contract and then they still wouldn't go ahead and get the players that were
Yeah, it was
promised
awesome.
them. Happen all the time. Happen all the time. It's like, dude, you're dumb. Like you're the 26th highest paid player in the league, and you're by far the best player in the league because they wouldn't go out and they would just keep the money. Robert Kraft would just keep the money for massages. It's insane.
All right, what's your rant? What do you got?
Okay, speaking of the Hall of Fame, the College Football Hall of Fame is a goddamn joke. Okay, I mean, when you talk about the College Football Hall of Fame, insane. When you win the Heisman Trophy, like that puts you forever as one of the greatest players of all time. It's the best individual award of all time. Yet it might take 20 years to get in the College Football Hall of Fame. Like, I don't know, is he a Hall of Famer? Is he not a Hall of Famer? Dude, he literally dominated that entire year. You automatically should go to the College Football Hall of Fame if you won the Heisman Trophy. Like, they should give you the goddamn trophy and then walk right into the Hall of Fame. It should be an automatic. You get both awards at the same time. I don't understand the College Football Hall of Fame at all. It's the biggest mess of any Hall of Fame going. And I'm one of those guys that kind of into it for all of them, whether it's baseball, basketball, football. Basketball, by the way, everybody gets in. There's a guy I played with at LA Fitness, I think has just got in last year. I don't understand the Basketball Hall of Fame. Everybody gets into that one. It's embarrassing. But the College Football Hall of Fame, complete waste of time. Just you gotta be kidding me that you hold these players up from getting into the College Football Hall of Fame. I have no idea why they do it. And then unfortunately, guys pass away and they don't even get a chance to go in while they're alive. It's ridiculous. There you go. That's all I got today. My
That's a
rant.
good one. Yeah. Who's the guy in the Steelers who died right before he got into the Steelers Hall of Fame? The running back?
Franco Harris?
Yeah, what do they wait so
No,
long
Franco was
for?
already in. Wait, which one?
Wait, Franco Harris, right? Wasn't going to get his jersey retired or something? Then he
Yeah,
died that
his
week?
jersey retirement. Yeah, come on, dude. He won 4 Super Bowls.
Like a long time ago. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, in the 70s. What are we doing here?
He's a football player. He could die any second. I'm serious. I'm not even making a joke. Like, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. Poor Franco.
Yeah. All right.
I used
So I
to,
want to
by
talk.
the way, I knew a guy
Yeah.
who was married to his sister here in San Diego. And he goes, I'm dating this girl. Her brother played football. He said he was good. He goes, do you know who he is? And he says, Franco Harris. And I was like, dude, he like one of the greatest of all time. Penn State legend, Pittsburgh Steelers, 4 Super Bowls. He was the main guy for Terry Bradshaw on the backfield. And he goes, he was really good. I go, dude, like Hall of Fame good. And he's like, I had no idea. He thought he was just some loudmouth bragging about back in my day, pulling the old Al Bundy thing, bragging about, a career that never happened. He had no idea who Franco Harris was. Got zero idea anything about football.
You better not screw over his sister. Franco Harris beat your head in.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I don't think they're married anymore, by the way.
Good God. Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, who was the debate on who should get in for the college football thing? You didn't say a name. Who was the?
No, it happens all the
previous one?
time. Happens
Oh, it
every
just
year.
happens
Every single
Really?
year, dude. It's the same thing. Pay attention to what I just said. You're gonna go, what the hell? That
It
guy's
is
not
because that
in.
is crazy. It's like winning. I feel like the
It's crazy.
Heisman's literally like you're the best player in all of college football.
Yeah,
You only have 3 years, 4 years to do it.
it makes no sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes zero sense at all. And then there'll always be a bunch of guys that get in from like 1932. That guy played for Oklahoma in 1930. Some guy you don't even know, and you're like, what the hell?
Died in
That guy's getting
1980.
in.
It's like,
Reggie
okay,
Bush
why-
isn't getting in, like that kind of deal. You know,
Yeah,
like it doesn't make
yeah.
any sense.
That
Like,
always
Tim
cracks me up.
Tebow's an automatic. When you graduate Florida, you're going in the College Football Hall of Fame. Congratulations. You know, that kind of deal. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't matter if you're a
Doesn't
good
make sense.
NFL player. If
Can
you
I be
dominate in
completely honest?
college, yeah.
I think Tebow's career would be my ideal career.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have lived like Tebow. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You would
that
have lived
would
like
be the
Baker
issue.
Mayfield. Yeah, you would
Yeah.
have been you know what I mean? You would have had
Yeah.
Tebow's career with Baker Mayfield's life on the side, or Johnny
Yep.
Manziel's life. Yeah.
And I would have had a 30 for 30 on me of how big of a screw up I was. I would be like the Boz that's in some
I
random.
didn't even mean it like that. I just meant you
Yeah.
take advantage of the women.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and no,
live
no,
show.
no,
Can't
no,
do anything
yeah,
like that.
let's no. No,
You want to
no.
walk around campus, go, do you know who I am? I know you.
No.
Do. Come on.
Okay, but that just you said that so.
That's not what I meant.
crazy. I know.
You know what I
but
meant. You know
I know
what I
what
meant.
you
Like
meant.
you weren't pulling an AC Green move, right? Where
Yeah.
all these girls are throwing themselves at you and you're just going home to read the Bible. Come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that just it
I mean,
sounded
last week
wrong.
you said Sixes got the job done last week. Come on.
Oh, that's not gonna clip well.
Don't clip that at all.
I'm
Nobody
not.
wants that.
I'm saying
That's
it's
their
not
name.
done. Yeah. Anyways, praise be.
Anyways, we're gonna do the giveaway like I discussed in the last show. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna create something. You'll see it on social media at Bolt Crew Pod within the next few days, hopefully before our next show on Tuesday, explaining what the rules are for the giveaway, what we're gonna do. Pay attention to that. It might be on the YouTube channel, so just keep your eyes open and then just pay attention there. So I want to get people involved. Like I said, I'm just being completely honest with you guys because we're always honest. This show needs more subscribers. We appreciate everybody that's on the show today, that you guys participate. We love that. We want to build this show up a little bit more. So that's our point with doing the giveaway. It's also a thank you to the fans, the people that are part of this audience that have been with us for the last 3 years. So thank you so much, but also keep your eyes open on our social media and our YouTube channel.
There you go. All right. Enjoy the game, everybody. Let us know in the YouTube comments, by the way, which team you think will win and predict a score. Okay.
Yeah.
So not a bad way
Yep.
to start a giveaway right there, Josh. If somebody gets the score right, the winner and the score. Not a bad way to go about it. Again, enjoy it. We'll be back on Tuesday. Guess what? It's Payoff Tuesday. On Tuesday, the loser has to pay the price of just a disappointing season of not knowing what the hell they're talking about. Okay. So make sure you tune in on Tuesday and watch somebody get sick and for 1 complete hour eating something they probably shouldn't have eaten. All right. So for Mario Heron, Josh Palais, I'm Dave Palais. We'll see you Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Enjoy the Super Bowl and be safe.